Hearing there for about a half hour. We are in the middle of the trial for Ryoma's death. I'm still probably only going to go till intermission for this trial, unless it happens within moments of me restarting. Then I'll play some more. I had a phone call interrupt me. All good things. I was just like, oh shoot, let me answer this, and it was fine, but then it distracted me. So we're back now. It's okay to be idiot as long as you believe in people.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot. It really hurts my feelings.
And hello if you're still Healer Blue Diamond. Maybe not, but hello if you are. It's true. That's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. You can't let your feelings into it. Yeah. It's absurdity. Total absurdity. But then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance I'm the culprit. I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that? What? Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in. Alright, Kaito. If I can trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaito's feelings too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end. So,
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
That's our Kaido, right? Making us think with our hearts.
yeah, the worst thing you could do at a trial.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaido to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
Oh, Kokichi.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them? Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspect.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough. Stop calling me an idiot.
What are you trying to say, Maki?
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh, tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
What? What?
At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
Uh-oh.
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
That's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
You couldn't have said this earlier when we were trying to establish the time of death?
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Well,
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious! Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
was that a lie? Did Maki lie to us? It's true, we don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now of all things? Of all times. If I trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. But should I? Oh, yeah, there's the intermission. It's only 5 minutes in, so okay. Well, buckle up, Buttercup. We're seeing this through. good. It let me save.
Now then.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? But wait a second. The results? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Monosuke? No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro. Aw, man. You're right. Silly me. I'm so forgetful. Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh? Well, anyway, let's just skip the trial and jump ahead to Chapter 3. But wait a second. We don't know who the culprit is yet. Yeah, who killed Rantaro? That was Chapter 1's case. How can you be so forgetful? I also ate in my little phone call break, so hopefully that means got a little more energy. I don't, but pretend. Oh my god, even he gets one.
Square one? If Square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Wow, what does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Aren't you like the biggest liar? Yeah.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab.
After midnight?
He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video? Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pet.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
Oops.
He went around asking at random. He might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pet?
Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. Kokichi.
It's you!
What's
that?
that?
Would be Kokichi.
Got pads, gotta catch them all. I even got the pads belonging to the people who weren't there. Now everyone can watch their motive video.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video.
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Well, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
Bro, she hasn't been there.
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
No, it just means everyone's a suspect again. Because of course, why not? We're gonna go in for another hour of this conversation.
That story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
The murder?
It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't
Haha,
wanna
fishy.
mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
So when did you tell him?
That's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway,
I don't.
Kokichi
How could you
told
know without...
that, then he must have gone to see Maki.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
Okay.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet.
Well, why not? Like, there we go. Okay. Why is my... There we go. Fixed her.
Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
No.
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No. This is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point. This will change the fate of this case. And I said I would believe in Kaito, and that means believing in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaede did. Okay, what do we got? Gonto's account.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime.
What a load of crap!
didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together? Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason. To believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
We can't say the two of them met now. That's too obvious of a lie. So if I can convince them that Maki met up with someone...
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Damn it!
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together? Surely they would have come forward already.
No one can prove that this meeting took place.
No.
Oh no!
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Oh.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
What's happening?
I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together? Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove this meeting took place, then there is no reason to prove your testimony.
I hate...
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Let me move the bullet that I have. Damn, I made too many mistakes. Okay, I lost because I didn't do it.
Is this?
No, it's not over. Of course I would like to retry.
We can't let it end here.
Okay, I also looked it up, so... Let me just ensure what I'm looking at. So it says... On the 7th statement, prove that you'll shoot a lie bullet with the 4th bullet, Maki alone.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Would have come forward.
If no one place,
I'll reveal the truth.
Oh, that wet noise.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
oh, please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one
This
of
is
them
such an obvious lie.
couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Liar.
Now. We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time?
Why would they?
If I
Even if it wasn't a lie.
conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
That's fair.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
Gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep.
Dude.
Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
You can believe me. He says.
I believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long. We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
No, he knows.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime.
So then when did he die?
In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Incorrect. Just everyone's a suspect now.
I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
Hello, welcome. We're in the second part of the second trial.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
God.
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning. But
Ow.
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
When did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? I guess Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And it couldn't have been the morning after. That leaves...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
There's a window?
Dick
You...
cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning
I-
we're already at the gym.
I wonder what he did when he read that in the script. Just like, yeah, dick cheese.
it may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
But if Terra
Kaito just says weird things. Well, Mio, actually, is what I mean. Not Kaito.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime. Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone! Gonta sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your
Whoa.
arguments.
What the?
Disagreement? What? A disagreement?
Oh, right.
Meaning you're split down the middle again? Then, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground!
God, I don't remember how to do this.
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again.
It seems like our opinions are split on this matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can't get them to see the truth now, my lie would be for nothing. VC Face. It's a free program. I'll write it in chat. I don't remember where I found it, but I learned about it on YouTube. So it just tracks like this. I can't move my hands or anything, but I mean, for free, hey. I won't fail. I probably will fail because I don't remember how to do this. God, I would be so terrified. You're welcome. I would not be able to participate in the debate. When was the body put in the piranha tank?
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie,
I was in front of the gym with the others before the announcement.
is it not possible you simply missed the culprit? Kimiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Lucky!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should
Ah.
we trust Maki's testimony in the Petco? It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Oh. I forgot it was like the actual buttons. Oh man, I did that and didn't totally screw it up. Yay.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
And the scrapes must have come from the
It's
cable?
certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
No, I don't think that method is possible because the ladder couldn't have been used at the time. I can prove it. There was no time to move it? No. Okay. It didn't reach the window then.
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage.
Ah.
If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy. Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen, not throw dead bodies or ladders.
Okay.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
But why the whole...
Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
He does have very messy hair for a gentleman.
How the culprit moved the body from the window? Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course.
Okay.
Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
Oh my god, Kaito.
I actually don't know that yet.
The hard stop on the music was really nice.
What? The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
I have a theory.
Seriously?
Serves you right! You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty! Beats just need to shut up and take their licks!
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for.
I really don't know who killed
Hey,
him.
you gotta do something, Shuichi.
Kaito, stop.
I know. I have to do something, but...
I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Damn it. Am I really not good enough? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yeah. It was in the shower room and the tennis room.
We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet?
She's the ultimate child caregiver. Maki?
Strange. Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, the culprit is someone in this room.
That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was
She might be important, yeah.
when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Who is Nino?
Himikawa under the bridge?
If we can determine where all this started, we can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. The trial has only just begun.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
She definitely gives me like Kirigiri vibes. Like, you idiot, how could you not have figured that out type vibes.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There is nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drown in toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
Hmm.
Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Why are you obsessed with the toilets?
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Oh. Okay. Ryoma drowned in water.
Toilet does.
Drown in toilets?
We should consider places.
The only place that
No. What the?
even if you use magic, there's no other way.
I guess I just missed. I was like, what the? Why does it want me to be able to agree with Sao?
Place that
What the? Wow, you gotta be really specific with that, or it's like, no, my giant word bubble won't hit the other giant word bubble if I miss it in between the one little gap. Sorry, that was annoying.
Swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
A dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Are you guys related, or like what?
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
So confused.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
What on earth?
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
I know where he drowned. Ask me.
Is there other place where water can be stored?
Yes. Where was Ryoma killed? I know that there's some kind of clue. Wait, hold on. Scratch handcuffs. Staircase. Rules. Scratch sink.
This is it!
I'm sure she'll have another
Almost left.
crazy face again.
There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by... This is it! The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
They were on Ryoma. Wait.
Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So, the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That
Henko.
crunchy texture with the fatty
Ugh.
parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
That weird sound effect. I was like, boy, boy, wow.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shikuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him.
Hmm.
Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
Kokichi.
Talk to yourself.
Oh.
Pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
Is that a Food Wars joke?
So we all agree
Just
Ryoma
checking.
was drowned in the sink in his lab, right? That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
He just said there was. What shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use? The window.
There! The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. Alright, then I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. What? When you have to deduce how things are connected, Psyche Taxi will start. Oh no. Gather the letter. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes flying around to form the question. Use the X button to accelerate and the L stick to move left and right. By picking up letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Once you've completed the question, you head toward the escort that was the correct answer. Yeah, it totally makes sense. And I was just thinking, too, that we didn't have the, like, mind snowboarding in this one. So now they're going to give me a car game, which I... If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, they will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use the R1 to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Drive safely, enjoy the ride. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Oh, man. I hate this. What? Oh. Oh god, what's happening? Okay, I can't. Okay. uh. Oh god. This just keeps going, huh? Oops, I missed. It's not as bad. I still think would take mine snowboarding. I also have this on like gentle mode or whatever. Because I don't like these things that they do. I like thinking my way through. I'm not very good at like motion things. Body was brought to the gym from where? Ooh, oh. Hit the pedestrian. What is with this like Vegas strip? Oops, 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 oops. Oh, how was it moved from the classroom window to the gym window? Woo! We did it! And now there's a cat here to yell at me. What?
I've got it. Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
he was Thrawn, but perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
Yeah, like the
With this
cording.
equipment, we can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body.
There!
Did I get it? The rope.
The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows, according to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wow, what a good joke from 2007.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, Gonta think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one though.
Nope.
Oh, then it impossible.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as rope.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
I just heard the comment. Yes, it is like a pool that you'd find in a resort, not a normal pool. Not like a normal pool? No, like when you'd find it at a resort. Resort? Yeah, like at a resort instead of a school. Wow. Weird.
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so. First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
It's just so convoluted.
That
Such a
culprit
cockamamie
one rope
scheme.
that reach both windows.
Like, why do this?
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Why?
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
I get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly
God.
breath in your dirty mouth.
the hard cut to like zoom in on Kokichi. Oh, Mew.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
He's a very rude boy.
Wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just the rope.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank.
What happened to focusing on the crime scene so that way we could get the murderer and not these asinine little details?
You wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan.
Yeah.
The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
I don't know. Is there, dude? Great question.
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
He's like, are you trying to be smart right now?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. Problem is, how did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that was connecting the windows. I feel like the more I'm playing, the more that he's gonna survive this whole thing and he won't die or kill anybody. And that's just sad. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the window themselves. To make that work, they would have to use something else. What would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
So it was Kaito then, right? Because the last time we got a scene like this.
It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. We'll see if it's actually Kaito. If it is, then I did call it really early. But I apparently also called Frontaru dying first, because I was watching back one of my videos while editing it. And I was like, oh yeah, I like this kid, but I think he's gonna die first. And he did. So something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Come on, think. I think it was the inner tube. Oh, I forgot. Shoot. Under the culprit fashion. No. Okay. What would it... Honestly, I have no idea. What? Oh my god, game, come on. Did my controller just disconnect? No. I cheated, I looked at a walkthrough. Cause like, what? Like, how does this make sense? They walked across it like a tightrope? Where's a Y? There's one. It's fun music though.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Ah, it's because I don't know what a ropeway is. I would never have guessed that. What? In scenes where you have to deduce an image, the mind mine will begin. In this mode, the objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the L stick to move the cursor and erase the pieces with the X button. Pieces will be erased, and then when two of the sort. Okay, like Bejeweled. Jason's pieces will change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. When all the pieces on the top of the object are gone, you can select an object as the answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. I know what it is, though. Do I have to do this? If there's just one piece left, you could press the X button repeatedly to break it. But it will incur a time penalty, so don't mash the button. Might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Sure. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, wow. Okay, am I just like boned? Aha, I see.
I see it.
I couldn't just have picked that from my arsenal of information that I had.
The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
Okay, but who did it?
Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Oh yeah, because they could walk in the pool area, they just couldn't go in the pool itself.
But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't
against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
Oh. Are we gonna lose a mono cub every trial?
Bongo, Daddy's mad at you now.
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
I hope so too. There would be enough.
Do not bully Monosuke. No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Monodam's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta
Fun?
ruin it with that slip-up?
It's been like 2 hours, man. I took a break in between.
But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder. Some crazy ass shit.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
50 feet of rope is heavy.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous
Depending on the type of
attempts
rope,
to
and that
break
looks like a
the
sturdy
wall.
rope.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
They couldn't get to it.
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube,
Keep getting
he
texts. So
accidentally dropped
why?
it.
Okay, cool. Nothing. Sorry about that.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Right? That's true. The reason the culprit left it in the pool was obvious. Pool rules.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't fit the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope,
steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Seems like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
I mean, what person thinks of a ropeway?
Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Yeah, Maki.
I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway.
I still have no idea. Oh god.
Respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close, we're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Kaito.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Nope. Yes, I have a good idea of who the culprit is. I have no clue.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes.
Like... what? Alright, it might actually be Kaito.
Skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
Why do the people do this? Are they going to do this every time?
Skills? That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, it needs to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows down the list of suspects. I could be wrong. It wasn't Kaito, but I remember someone mentioning they went to the gym. Oh, it wasn't Kaito. Mentioning they went to the gym.
It has to be.
No way.
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake. and not the culprit.
Roleplay. Honestly.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
A trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Okay. To force Kirumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere. I just have to find it.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence.
Complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous.
Oh my god, really with this? Oh my god! That's so dumb! I think like I have my reticle in the right place, and then I just absolutely don't.
I, of course, am... Done by anyone.
That's wrong!
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion! While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination, an empty theory created from nihilism. If it were so...
Alright, before we get super into this.
Only the rope and partition. I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Oh.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words!
I'll cut through those words.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Ooh, nothing to say.
What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Stab him.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where's this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here? Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me, you have to!
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Kokichi, be quiet.
Just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am.
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
Oh?
I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
I know what else was in the pool, but I don't understand how that...
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
Oh, well, it's looking more and more like her. Who is going to make them breakfast? Oh, I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty.
This is it!
Oh, sorry, Cat. My foot is so asleep.
Piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
You're sweating a lot, Kirumi.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What? Truth. That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how the black fabric fits into this is key to everything. I'll make it clear now. Oh, wow. Okay.
You are incorrect.
Oh.
What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? Ah! What does that piece of trash prove?
Kirumi's gloves.
It ends here.
Oh my god. I don't need to see that much of her butt.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
It fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm? The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. You can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Hirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed, but if Kaede was scared too, she didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. No, she didn't. I faced the truth and doubted it, and I kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Alright, closing argument. Evidence made of metal piranhas didn't eat. It's taken from the pool. It's used to transport the body on the ropeway. Oh, okay. Oops. Hitting the brakes was rougher. Aha. Where was the body carried to? The piranha tank. What was used to transport the body in the ropeway? The inner tube. Evidence made of metal that the piranhas didn't eat is the handcuffs. All right.
This is the truth of the case.
Bum, bum,
The
bum,
victim's
bum, bum,
body
bum.
was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing.
I think this is the same music every time, like every game.
That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process.
What good use of the word obfuscated?
In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder.
Oh.
First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
Just a little bonk.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
It's so much effort. Allegedly to frame Himiko, but clearly that didn't go very well.
The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope.
It's always these, like, involved things.
They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down.
Oh, that picked up my pop socket. Oops. Not me checking my phone during this closing argument. I feel like this closing argument's been going on for a while.
But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body.
Thank you for being here, living through this with me.
After that, all the culprit
If I was doing this on my own, I'd be like click, 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 but
that's when they made their second
that's not fair. Let everybody hear it all.
One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
This is a much better frame than the one with Kaede.
That's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
It wasn't like spectacular, but it was better.
That's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive.
Honestly, I'm like, okay, time for your punishment.
But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh
child.
What?
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
Look at all these dead people.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished.
Oh, I'm so bad with Unity. I don't know. I watched a lot of YouTube videos when working on my avatar and stuff. So maybe there'd be one that could help. But in terms of like Unity, I don't. Next to nothing. Use just Vroid. Cause I am baby. So I wouldn't know how to fix anything that was like bugging out too much texturally. Sorry it's not working. One person voted for Suichi, and I bet you it was Kirumi.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I love that it shows you who voted, though. Okay. It wouldn't let me get to this screen if... It really hovered on Kaito, wow. Good luck. Hopefully it works soon. I have no idea how I got an A through all of that. I figure we'll watch the punishment and then I'll be done.
Oh my!
You all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The Blacken who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. Bravo, bravo!
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again. There's nothing good about this at all. Why did it have to be Kirumi? Truly, this result is unexpected.
Wait!
How can you be so calm about it?
No way.
But Gonta no can believe it. Kirumi was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirumi is also culprit?
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us? Oops. Is that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom? She never was your fucking mom. Hey, Kirumi, tell me, why? You are always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Humans have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forests we call home. They pollute the rivers we drink from. I'll never forgive humans.
No way!
But is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Enough with the commentary already.
Say,
Well, Kirumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood?
how?
That whole line about, like, they chop down the trees, they pollute the water. I'm like, Mononoke, hello? Who? No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. Just, was that another lie, too?
No.
I don't think so. I still believe Kirumi cares about us. And how would you know? I can't say this for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. You can say for certain. You can't say for certain. That is what a detective would say. Kirumi, are you upset? Because of the people important to you? You mean like the motive video? So Kirumi watched hers after all? Earlier, Kirumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video.
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Regret?
Damn.
Spit it out already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kirumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too, so please.
Understood.
Very well then, if you're so desperate to know,
Take that request.
I can consider this a final request and tell you everything. No more lies then? You better just tell us the truth, please and thank you. Yes, I understand.
That's correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded your motive video? Alright, fess up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes? That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone. If you didn't trade with anyone, how'd you see your motive video? Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video. You mean she had her own motive video from the start? Correct. No one had my motive video, but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
The fuck's going on?
That's not possible. Monokuma, what the hell is going on? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos. No, I didn't. Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did the Cubs screw up again? Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Monophine's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. What? I didn't know. Monotoro should have checked the names too. Wait a minute. I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault. What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful. No, Monodem. It's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all your fault. Oh, it's all our fault. I'm sorry too. It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos. Daddy. It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Father! Thank goodness. What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap? We're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause such trouble. Please continue your boring conversation. I see. The Monocubs merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you? What was your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together? Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again. How thorough of you. Yet, I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth would be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kirumi had spoken, the Mono Cubs began playing the video.
all right. Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate
Any talent.
maid to serve her
Any skills.
country.
Oh?
He asked Kirumi to make this country great again.
Oh my
and
god.
transferred all his authority to her.
How many jokes is this game gonna make about that? I'm here for it. This is at least the second one in my memory.
No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto prime minister.
That's a lot of responsibility for a high schooler.
Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill.
How oddly realistic are these old people compared to the very anime woman with the mom ponytail?
She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple.
Oh my god, the sheeple.
What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
What is my mic picking up? The question.
Huh?
It can't be.
What?
What the hell? The Prime Minister?
Yes.
Everything you saw in this video is true, though I only remembered it upon watching the video. Remembered?
Wait!
Please hold on. That video is true? That's ridiculous. There's no way Kirumi really is the Prime Minister.
I do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I am Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me
This is my selfless
are the
devotion.
citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens.
What is happening? Come on, Mike.
As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past. But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me right now, because this makes no sense and I gotta take a dump.
I see.
I see. So Kirumi is the real Prime Minister running the country behind the scenes. How can you seriously believe that a high schooler could be Prime Minister?
Really don't get it.
I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be human even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
I am not pretending. I am still learning.
I see.
I see. Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kirumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister? Then Kirumi really is Prime Minister? She hold burden of country's future?
Actually,
The motive video aside, Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kirumi is really important, but what is the unprecedented
I do not
crisis?
know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? With our memories lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hunt. The Ultimate Hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation? If that's true, how are they connected? What is the Ultimate Hunt anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here inside the end wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know what the most important people in my life were safe,
This is my selfless devotion.
because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those are the options, of course you'd pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
Well, what should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because Kirumi is dead,
Why?
doesn't that mean we pretty much destroy the country? What do we do?
Wait!
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million, easily.
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
Okay.
Bears do not lie.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power. Beyond your power? What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country.
What are you trying to pull?
What's so funny? You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animal that tell lies? Hey, cut it out. This is serious. How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right. We know your motive to kill, but why did you kill Ryoma specifically? Because he was easy to kill. Easy to kill? Ryoma, not weak. When he uses even Gonto no catch.
I do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us. What? I took advantage of his weakness and killed him. What do you mean? I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There, I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him, I am responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded,
Got it.
so you got a reason to live. That's the complete opposite of me. It really does sound like Sushi Koji. I can't speak anymore. I was only going to do this until the end, and now it's been 2 hours. And I still haven't gotten to the punishment. That's good. If you got something to live for, it means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people. Then Ryoma knew he was going to get killed.
But
He fucked up. Wait a minute, it's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore. What?
because
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you have no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
wait.
Wait a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw the motive video. Didn't you say he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
Told you.
Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video? I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to watch his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live. Isn't that right, Maki?
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
Swap motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah,
I remember, because once you watch them, you've got a motive to kill.
but
But if it shows someone important to me, I'd like to see that.
Hey,
Any idea who'll be in your video?
no.
I don't. That's why I want to see. Once I've got that someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys.
In other words,
That video might just give me a motive to live.
please.
that's true.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
Which means you shouldn't have shown him his motive video in the first place. What do you mean? What did his video show? Nothing. His motive was empty. Empty? Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we?
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado... This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro! Unfortunately, There is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies.
This just keeps going.
Sorry. Sorry.
No one was important to him?
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown? If he saw something like that. If he had none to care for and none who cared for him, he found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirumi claim his life.
I see.
So that's why... He must have watched that video before I summoned him to meet with me.
It can't be.
He just gave up then? To hell with that damn moron.
But
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live. That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kirumi? For too many reasons.
Yes.
You are free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, the elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live. Kirumi. Monokuma, Gonta have question.
Need something?
What is it? Can Gonta be blackened instead of Kirumi?
Huh?
What?
Gonta.
Gonta, not smart boy, but even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Kirumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kirumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Kirumi's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kirumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would.
jeez.
Maybe it would have been better if we'd gotten the culprit wrong. What do you mean?
Oh man.
If Kirumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. Then, what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have... What kind of face is that, Suichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up.
Huh?
What?
Hey,
That goes for all of you. To hell with this value of life shit.
all right.
Life's not that something. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaito.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors.
I mean,
It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you can stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course.
So I just want to go ahead and say it. I want to live. So I'm probably going to die next. I haven't even traveled to space yet. That's why there's no way in hell I'm going to die here. The idiot's talking again. But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's an idiot, but he's right.
So divine.
Yep, he is not too a damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration. Hey, shut up. I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But
Maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirumi certainly looks shaken by it. Huh? Shaken?
because
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up, even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
What?
but
But Monokuma would never allow a Blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel so she could use that as a cover to escape on her own. How about it, Kirumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. This game is a lot. I love them a lot, though. Like, as much as I keep giving it shit, I do really like these games. You know exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway. Wait, what he said was true?
You mean?
You tried to trick Gonta? Tried to trick everyone?
Really?
Seriously? You backstabbing cunt.
Cut it out.
Enough. She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right. I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. Let's give it everything we've got. Come on, let it be punishment time. I'm tired. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now, I refuse to give up.
Huh?
Kirumi?
I see.
You still refuse to give up? So what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive, no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
I will do anything, anything to survive. She screamed and she started running. Oh my god. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
There's no way I'm letting you out of here. Alright. It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out, "Run! Run, Kirumi, run!
Please run! Hurry!
Run, please hurry! Hurry, run! Like I said, I'm not letting you leave."
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've
Here it
got.
is.
It's punishment time!
Where is she running to?
I will not.
Oh. Actually, I'm a big fan of this panel. This is really cool. Look at that. Alright. I like when things get like really just like sketchy and like raw. There she goes. Kirumi has been found guilty. Time for punishment. Strand of Agony. Oh. Oh. They could have just turned her so we're looking at the other side of her head. Yep, there goes another one. My glasses! I can't see without my glasses! Oh, God. What a time to make that joke. Oh, R.I.P. Kirumi. And Monosuke. There he goes. Fucking Monode, I'm just killing them, huh?
Really?
Okay. I said we would do it until we got to the punishment. And it took 2 hours and 10 minutes to get there because when I started, I only had 5 minutes until the intercession happened. So, thank you so much for being here. Next, we'll finish this up and then start chapter 3. I doubt it will get very far into chapter 3, but hopefully I should be able to do that Wednesday. Tomorrow is the solstice, so I will be busy. But thank you so much for being here. Good luck with your model. I hope the textures stop giving you problems soon. Good night.